The Battle of Jutland, a defining moment in naval history. The thunder of steel ships cutting through cold North Sea waters, the crack of naval guns piercing the air, and the tension of strategic brilliance clashing with human error. Such was the scene at the Battle of Jutland. Fought from May 31st to June 1st, 1916, the battle marked the largest naval confrontation of World War I. As the British Grand Fleet faced the German High Seas Fleet, the outcome would alter the strategic balance of the war and shape the evolution of naval warfare itself. This script will explore the context, the critical moments, and the lasting legacy of Jutland, offering naval historians a comprehensive educational lens into this monumental clash of maritime might. World War I was as much a naval war as it was a conflict fought in trenches. Control of the seas was pivotal, enabling supply chains, troop movements, and economic blockades. By 1916, Britain's Royal Navy reigned supreme with a powerful Grand Fleet stationed at Scapa Flow. However, Germany aimed to challenge this dominance with its high seas fleet, using strategic maneuvers and advanced naval technology to offset Britain's numerical advantage. The German strategy relied on luring smaller portions of the British fleet into traps to weaken their overall power. Meanwhile, Britain sought to maintain its blockade, restricting German resource flows and keeping its merchant vessels safe. Intelligence, intercepts, and reconnaissance were proving increasingly vital in this high-stakes chess game at sea, eventually bringing both navies to a dramatic collision at Jutland. The early 20th century was a period of transformation for naval warfare. At Jutland, the fleets brought battleships and battle cruisers, symbols of technological might, to the fore. The newly designed dreadnoughts had become the standard, sporting heavy armaments and thick armor plating. Speed, range, and firepower defined these vessels, backed by cruisers and destroyers that offered reconnaissance and torpedo support. Admiral Sir John Jellicoe led the British Grand Fleet with a cautious yet calculated strategy, aware that a severe loss could compromise Britain's naval superiority. On the German side, Admiral Reinhard Scheer pursued aggressive tactics, seeking to strike decisive blows at smaller British formations. Both admirals were playing for high stakes, relying on a combination of strategy, leadership, and naval innovation. Reconnaissance was key, as both fleets sent out scout cruisers and destroyers to locate enemy positions. These smaller units often bore the brunt of initial engagements, hinting at the larger strategic battle to come. However, imperfect communication systems and gaps in intelligence made fleet coordination a challenging task for both sides. The events leading up to Jutland were as crucial as the battle itself. On May 31, 1916, Admiral Scheer launched his fleet into the North Sea, intending to disrupt British patrols and lure a portion of the Grand Fleet into a vulnerable position. However, British intelligence had intercepted German radio transmissions, allowing the Royal Navy to anticipate the move. This intel gave Admiral Jellicoe the opportunity to mobilize almost the entire Grand Fleet, ensuring a confrontation of unprecedented scale. The moment the fleets detected one another, it set the stage for a massive maritime showdown. Early on, May 31st, scouting vessels on both sides came into contact, relaying reports that confirmed the fleet's presence in the same operational theater. Jutland was fought across several interconnected phases, marking initial skirmishes, the main engagement, and the dramatic night battles that concluded the event. The battle began with encounters between destroyers and light cruisers from both fleets. Gunfire broke out as reconnaissance forces clashed, trading blows in an effort to relay intelligence back to their main fleets. British Admiral David Beatty's battlecruiser squadron engaged German Vice Admiral Franz von Hipper's force, initiating a high-stakes duel. The initial engagement proved disastrous for the British. Two of Beatty's ships, HMS Queen Mary and HMS Indefatigable, were destroyed by accurate German gunfire, with catastrophic loss of life. Beatty famously remarked, "There seems to be something wrong with our bloody ships today." This highlighted flaws in British ship design, where inadequate armor led to critical vulnerabilities. As the day progressed, both main fleets converged in one of the most massive naval confrontations in history. Over 250 ships participated, ranging from mighty dreadnoughts to agile destroyers. The Grand Fleet's superior numbers allowed Jellicoe to cross the T, a naval maneuver enabling British ships to bring full broadside firepower against the German line, which could only respond with forward-facing guns. Despite suffering heavy punishment, the German fleet displayed disciplined maneuvers, making use of torpedo attacks and coordinated tactics to disrupt British dominance. Admiral Scheer, recognizing the risk of annihilation, ordered bold turns to withdraw, averting disaster for his fleet. As darkness fell, disorganized fighting ensued. Night battles presented unique challenges, particularly in maintaining cohesion and identifying friend from foe. German destroyer attacks were highly effective, causing confusion among British ships. Under the cover of darkness, Scheer managed to retreat the high seas fleet to safety, escaping potential destruction. The dawn of June 1st revealed the aftermath of the battle. Britain suffered greater losses in terms of ships and sailors, with 14 ships lost and over 6,000 men killed. Germany, while also enduring significant damage, lost fewer men and vessels, with 11 ships sunk and approximately 2,500 sailors killed. On the surface, Germany claimed a tactical victory, having inflicted heavier casualties. However, the strategic reality was quite different. The Grand Fleet remained dominant, and the High Seas Fleet never attempted to challenge British naval power in open battle again. From this perspective, Jutland was a strategic triumph for Britain, ensuring continued control of the seas and the effectiveness of its blockade. The Battle of Jutland was not merely a clash of ships, it was a test of naval strategy, technology, and resilience. Several lessons emerged from this cataclysmic encounter. The limitations of naval communication became apparent, with delayed or misinterpreted signals affecting fleet coordination. Technological vulnerabilities such as inadequate British ship armor underscored the need for improved designs. Certain tactics, such as Jellicoe's cautious maneuvering and Scheer's tactical withdrawals, illustrated the complexities of leadership under pressure. In broader terms, Jutland reinforced Britain's naval supremacy and constrained German ambitions at sea. The High Seas Fleet remained a formidable force, but was effectively neutralized as a strategic threat. The war at sea continued to shift toward submarine warfare, where Germany would focus its efforts in the years ahead. For naval historians, the Battle of Jutland stands as a defining episode in maritime history. It was a moment where advancements in technology and tactics collided with the brutal realities of war. The battle demonstrated the power and limitations of surface fleets in an era of rapid innovation. Modern naval doctrines owe much to the lessons learned at Jutland, from improved ship designs to refined communication protocols. The human cost of the battle, a staggering loss of over 8,500 sailors, serves as a sobering reminder of the sacrifices made during wartime. As we reflect on Jutland more than a century later, it is a story not just of ships and admirals, but also of courage, endurance, and the relentless pursuit of mastery at sea. It is a tale for the ages, continuing to captivate and educate those who study the art of naval warfare. The Battle of Jutland cemented its place in the annals of history as a clash that tested the resolve of two great naval powers. For Britain, it was a battle that validated its maritime dominance, and for Germany, it was a sobering lesson in the difficulty of challenging such supremacy. Ultimately, Jutland was more than a battle. It was a turning point that shaped naval strategy and redefined warfare at sea. Let us not only honor the sailors who fought bravely, but continue to explore and learn from this extraordinary moment in naval history.